Big difference. A whole 17 to do. I would guess your children ain't funny.
Hey, good morning, gentlemen. We're going to start with our learning sponsors, and then we'll get into the daf for today, even though somebody already asked me a shaila about the daf this morning. Okay. Okay, learning sponsorships. A year of learning, Sarah Alpert in memory of her husband, Harav Tzvi Lipa ben Hillel, Bella and David Adler in memory of her father, Eliyahu ben Yosef Kohen, friends of Hani Chaifetz, Chana Shoshana Bat Yusuf, friends of Jack Prince, Yaakov Yitzchak ben Shmuel Dov, friends of Sandy Davidoff, Shulamit Bat Chaim Eliyahu, friends of Judy Cohen, Yehudit Liba Bat Moshe, friends of Dr. Annette Safransky, Chana Bat Ephraim Fischel, Gail and Leslie Kaplan in memory of their parents, Mushka Sprinzer Bat Yosef Chaim Bechava, Hanan ben Moshe Eliezer Bechana, Pesha Bat Shmuel Yitzchak Halevi V'Tzipora, Isser ben Yoel Moshe Cohen Bechana. Friends of Linda Katz, Hinda Bat Yehoshua, Lee and Harvey Greenberg in memory of their parents, Esther Bat Eliezer, Yaakov Yosef ben Abraham, Sarah Rivka Bat Baruch Yehuda, Batzalel ben Abraham Alevi, friends of Rochelle Ebner, Rachel Bat Moshe, Ike and Evelyn Blachor in memory of his sister, Dr. Phyllis Pacheco, Livsha Bat Issa. A week of learning by Vala Bessler in memory of her granddaughter, Penina Margalit Bat Dov, Shirley Weinstein in memory of her husband, Mordechai Ozer ben Yisrael Aharon. Today is the 16th, 15th. Okay, so we do not have any individual days of learning today. Min Neshamas have an aliyah, Crank Rafia, Vel Yeshua Shemot Tzliah, Kol B'nai Yisrael, Good Guban Shia, and Eretz Yisrael Tchiyah especially. Okay, look, amen. We look forward to hopefully hearing more news today at some point in terms of the Chatufim. By the way, you'll notice that when we refer to the bracha, to the Misha Berachs, okay, sometimes they use the word pitzu, shavuyim, which are the prisoners, as opposed to chatufim, those that are kidnapped. Okay, in Eretz Yisrael, we tend to use the word chatufim more. Okay. True. And in actuality, in Israel, they at least what? That's what I'm about to tell you. Okay, that at least in the Ashkenazic minyan that I daven with in Yerushalayim, they do not use the language that's found in the Koran edition of the Siddur. They use one that was originally written many years ago that includes both the soldiers and the current kidnappers. That was adapted, okay, and that was written by the former chief rabbi of Israel back then. Okay?
You know which one?
That's what I'm trying to remember. Okay. Yes. No, but it's no, not quite. It depends on how much gray is in the beard. Okay. It could have been. It could have been. It could have been. I have a copy, but I don't have it here. I have it in my apartment there. Okay. All right. Where are we? You all know already. We're in Boca Raton. Okay. We're actually
last three words in the last line.
Last line, you're right, Benny. Okay.
Yeah, the sons
We
and
stopped,
daughters.
we actually stopped, Gelman, okay? We actually stopped on the bottom of Kafchet Amud Bet, okay? We have about 4 words there, and then we'll go on to today's daf. Okay? Okay? All right, so we finished up on the very last line where it said, all right, Amar Rabbi Yochanan halacha ke Rabbi Yossi Aglili. That's where we stopped yesterday. Okay? So the Gemara picks up, and again, remember, we're still dealing with the general topic of Ovim as to what family members are permitted or not permitted to testify. Discussed in more. Oh, Avrami is not here this morning.
He went for it.
He went north. Okay. That basically, okay, we saw that the Gemara suggested that there was a machloket we saw, whether it dealt with brother-in-law or whether it dealt with stepson, okay, as to that person, again, was not going to be allowed to testify. But after that, right, Michael, that's what we said. After that point, then the next generation, his children, his, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, will be able to. Okay, so just as a quick review, okay, our Mishnah dealt with a number of situations, and we'll see that it will pick up, and the Gemara will try to clarify. So we're starting again. V'nei chamua. Okay, so we were saying here that the following. Okay, but all right, that's a. Okay, so what have the following, all right? B'nei chamuha de Mar Ukva. We're talking about the sons of Mar Ukva's father-in-law. Okay, all right. Krovim v'nitrachaku. Okay, at the death of their sister, Mar Ukva's wife, these gentlemen had been relatives, but now they are, I want to say, separated, distant, like that. Okay, so remember we said that the Gemara already told us there was this situation that under those circumstances, okay, it would be permissible for somebody to act as a judge. Yes. But she's no longer alive. But the connection is broken.
According to Rabbi Yehuda,
Well,
if there are children to whom you're still related,
then there would still be a connection.
related to their father. But if your sister's husband, your sister dies, they had no kids, so he goes off and lives his life. You have no burden.
Okay. We're going to get to that point that Michael brought up shortly. But at this point, the answer simply seems to be that one would be, with that, so to speak, distancing. I think so. Rabbi Fettman, you have a seat? Okay, Rabbi Fettman sitting there. Right. So
This is normal.
I know, but I'm saying he's sitting in Mordechai's place, and Mordechai's, unless Mordechai comes in. Was he in Minyan this morning? Anybody who sits out front? Okay. Don't hang us in suspense. Yeah. Okay. Habu atu lekame ledina. Okay. So what happens here? The Gemara's already told us that there is, under these circumstances, he would be permitted normally to adjudicate, right? Okay. So what happens, though? We're going to see what he does. Okay, havu atu lekame ledine. These, let's call them former brothers-in-law, okay, of Mar Ukva, before him. He said to them, right, what happens? Pasilna lechuladina. Okay, I'm reclusing myself, okay, from this case, from being able to judge, right? Amrule, they said to him, Ma'idatek, what's the rationale? Karabi Yehuda. Now we understand Michael's comment when he explained to us that Rabbi Yehuda holds that if there are children, okay, in the situation, there is still a kesher, there is still a connection to that family through to to that father, even though, right? Okay, but so that's what they're asking. Anan, maitinin igarta, ma'arava, says these former brothers-in-law. We have a document, let's call it, from Eretz Yisrael, okay? De'ein halacha ka Rabbi Yehuda, that the law is not like Rabbi Yehuda's view, okay? Okay, that's Amar Laho. So therefore he said to them, Atu Bakava, the Kira, Id Bakana. Okay, basically what he's saying to them, right? That am I, so to speak, glued to you like wax? Okay, am I stuck to you? Is that what you seem to be saying? Delo Ka'amina Pasilna. I did not really say that I was ineligible. I'll use that word, lechuladina, to adjudicate. Ela mishum delo tzaititu dina. But it was simply a matter of the fact I was concerned lest you not follow or accept my decision because you'd be considered as peers. As
Even if somebody's sitting around the dining
that's what we're saying, that they was considered as peers, okay, as equals, right?
table,
Okay, no. Stop punishing us, please. Okay, okay. Oh, hey, now we get to the next piece of the Gemara. Yeah, okay. Oh, hey, we talked then, the Mishnah went on and said, what about the situation about saying, what about somebody who is an Ohe? Okay, and they define that as the groomsman. Okay, or what is it, somebody about a Sone, one who hates? Okay, and we said, the Mishnah said that was somebody that because of Ava, because of hatred or antagonism, they didn't talk within 3 days. Okay? So we come back now to our Mishnah. Ohev zeshush beno v'chulei. We're going to see a machloket here as well. Bekama amar Rabbi Abba, amar Rabbi Yirmiyah, amar Rab. Okay, what do we mean? For how long do we say that status of being a groomsman, so to speak, is such that one cannot adjudicate that case? Okay, kol shiv'at yemei hamishter, the entire 7 days, I said, of the celebration. Okay, that was one option. V'Rabbanan mishmei the Rava, Amrei, and the others rabbis said in the name of Rava, afilu miyom rishon ve'elech. He says basically the wedding day itself, no, one could not adjudicate. Okay, but okay, testify as well, certainly. Okay, but in terms of from then on, the answer is yes, one could. Now, Hasone, Kol Shalo Diber.
So they are the 7 days of the.
So that was one opinion, but but the other opinion was just the first day of the wedding. Okay, all right. Okay, let's go on. Hasone Kol Shalo Diber, etc., etc. We talked about that recently. Vahu lo oyev. Okay, le raya ido. Okay, so we're saying that he's not really considered an enemy per se, based on the pasuk, right? Okay, lo oyev lo yaidenu, that he should then give testimony. Why? We have a pasuk, v'lo mevakesh ra'ato yedinenu. Okay, that one should not associate wickedness, okay, or look for wickedness associated with testimony. Okay. Okay. It's specifically testimony. You shouldn't be judging somebody that's going to be associated with something wicked. Okay. All right. So what happens here? Ishkachan sone. I have an explanation then, a pasuk that I can use as a source in regarding the one who's hating, or have minalan. Where do we see that example? Okay, in regards to that. Okay, minalan.